Hello and welcome to Stacked. Stacked is an application built for book lovers everywhere. If you like to read books and you have a hard time keeping track of recommendations from friends, reviews that you've read in the paper or magazines, or just titles that you heard on the radio or TV that you'd like to follow up on, or even keep track of lists of books that you should read but haven't gotten around to, Stacked is an application for you. It allows you to curate and maintain a list of titles that you'd like to read so that you don't run into that problem of arriving at the library or flipping around on the Amazon website or even going into a brick and mortar store and not being able to remember the books that you'd really like to pursue. Getting started with Stacked is really easy. As you can see, we've landed right here on the first page of the site, and it gives you a little bit of a description about what Stacked is and how it works. Getting started with Stacked is super simple. All you have to do is click to add your name. I'm going to add my name here. You put in your email. You can see I've been here a few times, so my email is already stored. Add that in. And then here in the next field, I can choose what I want to name my curated stack. So in this case, I'm going to name it Books I'd Like to Read If I Had Time. It would be really nice. To get started with Stacked, all I have to do is click Stack Me. That is going to take me to the returning users view where I've got my name personalized in the welcome banner. I've got the name of my stack right here and the name of my stack right here. Unfortunately, my stack is empty, which is kind of sad. So to remedy that, I'm going to head over here to the search fields. I can see that Stack will help me out if I have a title or an author or a keyword that I'd like to search, but if I'm really not sure what I'm looking for and I'd just like to add some things to my stack based on others' reviews, I can click the link right here and be taken to the New York Times bestsellers list. So I need to add to my stack. I think I'm going to choose to add to my stack some things by an author that I really know and love. So I'm going to enter in Martha Grimes. Find the books by Martha Grimes, I'm just going to click on Find Me Some Books. That's going to return me an array of things to choose from. I can see that in my search results list, I have a thumbnail image of the book cover if it's available, the title, the author, and also the publication date. This can be really helpful if you're trying to decide between editions of books that you would like to select and pursue, or if, like me, you have a particular author that you really like and you'd like to see some things that maybe you haven't read yet, you would look for more recent releases. In fact, I'm going to do that as well. I love Martha Grimes, but I've read most of her books, so I'm going to add something I may not have read. I just click right here on Add to Stack, and I can see that in my stack of books I'd like to read if I had time, I've got that title. And I think I'm going to also go back and perhaps pick one that I've read before that I'd like to reread, and maybe one that I'm not sure about if I've read or not that I want to pursue, and then click right here and add one more. It's starting to look like a good stack, but if for some reason I wasn't happy with the search results that were returned or I want to search for something else, I can just click here to clear my search results and try again. I do want to point out that if for some reason a user puts in something that's unintelligible, Stack will let them know and should pop up an alert saying that their search returned no results, so they should try again. So I'm going to do that. I'm thinking of maybe trying to look for something, maybe I don't know the title or the author, but I'm just more interested in finding out more about one of my favorite fruits, so I'm going to search for anything related to bananas. In fact, there's a lot of things about bananas that are returned. That looks like a bunch of fun, so I'm going to add that to my stack as well. So now I've got 4 titles in my stack, and I'm going to look at the options that Stacked has for maintaining my list. If I were to go to the library and decide, oh, actually I have read Rainbow's End, but I want to keep that in mind the next time that I'm there so that I don't take it out from the library again, I'm just going to mark it as read. That will let me know that while I want to keep an eye on this book because I'm working my way through a series or just want a reminder, I have read it before and this is one that I haven't. I can also choose to remove an item from my stack. If for some reason I just really don't feel like looking for bananas anymore, I can click Remove from my stack, and my stack is adjusted accordingly. So, in a nutshell, that is how Stacked works. It's just a simple way of maintaining all of those memory items that are hard to keep up with on various pieces of paper or that might get lost in the shuffle of day-to-day life. Thanks for joining me.